Hey, I just got finished doing DC Fanatics podcast, and I thought I'd make a video because I wanted to talk some of you people off the ledge and let you know I'm not really that angry either. But I do need to address some things. And some people wrote on my video yesterday. They said that Tony was cold, and that affected his performance. I will never accept that. I will not accept my quarterback is cold. For one, he's from Wisconsin and he played college ball in Illinois. I used to live in Illinois. I ain't never experienced that cold in my life. It's colder than Pittsburgh in Illinois. Period. 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 So no, no, not the cold. The boy can throw the ball in the cold. I don't know if it's his mechanics is messed up since, he hurt his pinky and had to change his mechanics up or whatever to get the ball out, and now he's stuck. It's kind of like bowling, when you have the hook, if you know how to bowl a hook or you know how to get into a groove, and then you get off the groove, it takes you a minute to try to find that groove again, and once you find that groove again, everything will run smoothly. So hopefully it's that with Tony Romo. But you kind of have to wonder, in my mind, I'm wondering, is Tony Romo our version of Barry Sanders? And what I'm meaning is some games he will blow up and look phenomenal, look like one of the best quarterbacks or running backs that ever played the game. And then some games he would dial in clunkers, you know? And I used to say back in the day, the reason why the Dallas Cowboys got championships and the Detroit Lions didn't, when we had two of the best running backs in history at the time, was the fact that Emmitt Smith was consistent. He got you what he was going to get you every week, and Barry Sanders, he didn't. Sometimes he went off, sometimes he didn't. And that affected them as far as a championship football team. This is our quarterback. And we really can't. You can't afford it at a running back position, but you really can't afford it at the quarterback position. So, if this is really Tony Romo, then we're in for a ride, man. We may get a Super Bowl or two out of it. I'm not saying that's not going to happen, but some games we're going to look and think we're so great, and some games it's going to look absolutely horrible. Just the way it's going to be. But no, hold on. Hold on, I'll be right back. I got to plug this thing up because it's going to run out on me. That's the only thing I hate about a Mac is the fact that when you have it for like a year, the battery goes dead. So, or not dead, but it's see. Hold on. Okay, the end of the game. I was thinking, and I was like, what do we need to do? What can we do to stop to move this ball? Do we need to throw the ball? We're just running it with Tashard Choice. Could we be throwing it? No. They got the number one defense in the NFL too in passing. It's number one versus the rush and number one versus the pass. So it's kind of like we did the right thing as far as running the ball. It appeared like Tashard Choice was getting what was there. I would prefer to have Marion Barber in those situations, part of my three-headed monster running back attack that I have in my head with Barber and Felix Jones and Choice. But there was nothing that we could do because Pittsburgh stopped everything. And the only thing that would have beat Pittsburgh is outstanding play on our side. And there was not outstanding play at the quarterback or tight end. Some people would say tight end. It's hard for me to, tell Superman he did something wrong. So I'm leaving tight end alone. But some people are saying in tight end. Some people are saying wide receivers. So they didn't play to their ability and above. And that's the reason why we lost. So now we're going to have to. play like that against these teams, because from here on out, the Giants, the Ravens, the Eagles, if we make it to the playoffs, everything is going to be mano a mano. We're going to you can get your job, you can get the play call, might be good, might be bad, but what has to happen is the player out there on the field has got to get the job done. And somehow they didn't get the job done. I am not upset though. Pittsburgh is playing phenomenal ball. That is not the same team that was there earlier in the season. So I think if we play at that level for the next 3 weeks, we will do very well against our opponents. So I'm fine. I'm fine. Everybody should be fine because we got beat by very possibly the best, if not one of the best football teams in the NFL right now. And we have them beat for most of the game. We just have to learn how to close. And I was noticing that. I noticed that. I told you that's why I went off in that San Francisco game, because we got to know how to close. That was a perfect situation where you just run. This was a situation where you just have to beat the next guy. It wasn't on Jason Garrett here. Jason Garrett called what he's supposed to call. It was up to the offensive line to blow everybody off the ball, and A beats B. That's what has to happen in playoff championship football. And back in the day with our Dallas Cowboy teams, we had that. We had, teams that would run the same play over and over and over and over and just put their will on the other team. So that's what this offense has to get behind them. And once they have that, then we'll be over the top. But I like it. Big game next week, though. Big game with the Giants. I'm going to be there. I'm gonna probably leave out probably Friday or Saturday, one of these days, and I'll be in Dallas. And hey, it's gonna be on. Meet the Mets. All right, guys. Holler at y'all later. And everybody, I'm telling you, we're still in good shape. Nothing was really lost yesterday, but anybody who had any thoughts of us winning the NFC East, and then their thoughts have shattered, and it should have been because you're crazy. I'm talking about myself again. All right, holler at you later. Peace out.